Hello and welcome to a new season of Adventure Outdoors. Folks, I am excited to be back on video. I know it's been probably about 6 to 7 months since I've been back on video. I had some things that I was doing and had some videos that were going to come out, but through circumstances we have lost those videos. But let's kind of catch you up before we kind of get into our today's video with this tree stand and with this grip rail that we'll be going on a tree today. Probably been wondering, did we shoot a buck last year? And I am sorry to say we did not. And I know it's kind of a bummer for me, but I still just enjoyed being out and outdoors. You know, being a new property still, we are still trying to learn how the deer move through here. We're near the Inner Lakes in southern Indiana, and we're just trying to still figure out what is going on. But, you know, we still had some movement. We still saw some movement on cameras. Just, you need to be at the right place at the right time. And usually, just because of work or just things that go on in your natural life, you can't always be out in the woods like you want to. But we didn't get a buck. My brother, on the other hand, got a doe last year. Now, he did not get it in the normal setting of hunting. He was actually, if you remember, in December, if you live in southern Indiana, it was actually very, very warm, and he was still riding his motorcycle in late December. Actually, December 24th was the date. He was riding, and he came across this guy that was sitting on the side of the road, and he was actually looking at this doe that had been hit and was still living, was still alive in the middle of the road. Of course, it was going to die. But him and my brother dragged it off, and police officer came by, shot the doe, and talked to the game warden, and game warden was like, okay, who wants it? And my brother was like, well, I live closer, so I'll take it. And yep. At 10 o'clock, around 10 o'clock, December 24th, instead of being with family, I was out in the dark, getting a doe, which is still awesome because we had deer meat for the freezer. And that's my prayer always, like, Lord, I don't want to just kill a big buck. It's nice, that's a reward in and of itself. But I want to get deer meat for my family because family is important, and it's just so rewarding to see your family reap what you got. So that is what has happened. Now, just a few weeks ago, we planted a food plot and put several cameras back out. So we actually got more cameras out this year that is kind of patrolling or taking pictures of a bigger variety of the area, so we can kind of have a better understanding of where the deer are moving and how they're moving. And hopefully, you know what, as I said, I don't always want a doe. I don't always want a big buck. That's a reward. But I just want deer meat for my family. So as we are today, we're going to be putting up this big game caption XC tree stand, which it's not a stand, it's just actually just is in the tree. That's where we also have a grip rail. We have about 5 of those, so we're going to be about 10 to 12 feet up in the air, and we are going to be putting this up for you today and kind of showing you the process of how we put it together, and we're going to also put it up in the tree for you. Now, kids, if you're watching this, don't do this alone like I'm going to. You've probably heard that a lot. Kids, don't try this at home by yourself. Get an adult or get some friends that, if you know what you're doing, y'all do it together. So let's get into the process of how we put this tree stand or this stand together. I did not tell you this, but today it is also raining, so yeah, I got my dad in the background over here mowing on the property, and yeah, Lord willing, we're going to try to escape the rain. So let's get into this. And remember, always read the instructions. I mean, it's very, very important. It's very, very crucial that we read the instructions so we can put this thing together right. Now, I've taken things apart before, and I've done things plenty of times, but, you know, it's still very, very crucial to do it and look at it. Because, as I've told many people before, everything's built different. So, let's get into this. So we're going to stop this for a second, and we're going to go on the inside so we can actually put it together on the inside. See you in a second. Well, after a little bit of time, it has now stopped raining, and we got the tree stand done. Didn't catch it on video just because just how tedious it was, but definitely follow the instructions. It'll definitely get you through it, but you just gotta pay attention to the instructions. And yeah, as you can notice, it's stopped raining, but yeah, I think we just got a little short window before it starts raining again. So let's get into the woods and let's get it done. Well, we have made it to the area where I'm going to be putting the tree stand up. Follow me this way. And you can see gonna kind of trim out some stuff, and right over there we have our trail camera, seeing what's been traveling through here. But this tree right here has really just stuck out to me, and yeah, I was like, that would actually be a good spot. So let's get to it. I'm not sure when it's gonna rain again. I'm kind of feeling drops, but it could be just from being under the trees. So let's do it. You know what? Here at Adventure Outdoors, we like to have fun. And instead of using a chainsaw, I'm gonna use this. This thing's fun right here, folks. I mean, seriously. This thing's fun. So now we're gonna go over here and place this in the tree. Now, as I said earlier, kids, don't try this alone. If you have a parent, get a parent. If you have friends that know what to do, get them. But don't do this by yourself like I'm about to do. So be careful and let's get to it. I knew I'd forget these. well, that's how we kind of get started, but I've run into some complications, but you know, we're gonna get this worked out, so see you in a bit. So with the clouds that I'm starting to see right this direction, we're gonna call it quits for today. So I'm gonna take all this back to the farm, and yeah, we'll tackle this some other day, and maybe even another tree. I believe that's an ash tree, and if you live in southern Indiana, I bet you've been seeing too that we've been dealing with some ash borers, and just beautiful ash trees just start dying. And there's like one right over there. I think there's one right there too that is completely dead. And maybe not this year, but next year that might be a bad tree. So we'll stop for today. We'll even take what progress we did do out of the tree, and we'll put that up in just a little bit, maybe somewhere else, but maybe not today. So yeah. Well, as you have noticed, it has been about a month or so since we've been out. There's been a lot of things that's been going on, but finally we are back out here. It is October, I think it's the 15th or 16th today, and yeah, we're actually going to be shooting our bow, and we're going to be going out this afternoon. But just want to kind of show y'all what we'll be doing. We'll be shooting our bow again this year. As I said, last year updated the bow, and I call it now a Bowtech Fuel Trophy Ridge Edition. So we're going to be shooting our target over here this year. Kind of set it up in a different area, but it is right over there, and we're going to try some different shots, but we're going to show you just certain shots too. So we're going to be doing that. So if you see anything or hear anything in the background, that is my brother and his buddy. Now his buddy is luckily his name is also Caleb. So you know what, God is good to people. So let's just let's get at it. One thing I did not tell y'all about, I did upgrade my release. I got a Trophy Ridge Precise release. Got it at Bucks and Jakes in Boonville, Indiana. So if you live in the Boonville area, go check them out. So let's get at this. We're going to be shooting at an angle that's kind of quartering away. So let's do it. Bad shot. But that's why we have practice, because you don't know if anything goes wrong if you don't shoot it. You think it's fine, and then you mess up on your kill shot. So let's do it again. That's a little better. Try one more before we try to do anything with it. And I hit the tree. So yeah, we got some adjustments to do, but we'll do that and we'll get back right on video. So we are back, and well, lost one of my arrows, but what do you expect whenever you decide to land it in a tree? Well, that's what I got. I lost an arrow, but We're gonna be shooting at this angle now. It's a little bit, it's more like head on, but let's try it. That's a good shot right there. Good job. Yep, as my brother said in the background, good job. Try it again. Right smack dab right beside it. That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't really do anything to the bow, just kind of concentrated more on the shots. As I was saying last year in our last year's videos, you need to concentrate. Last year we had the people shooting guns right behind us, which we were shooting at this angle over here. But just need to make sure you take your breaths, you take your time. And as we're gonna show you, I'll set the bow down here and let's take you. Let's take you. Yep, that's my long driveway. But where I was aiming, I shot. And made it. I mean, kill shot. That's definitely a kill shot. So we're gonna try it at another angle where he's kind of angling towards me. So we'll see in a second. So we're gonna practice here again. As I said, hadn't changed anything from the last time, so let's see just how precise this bow actually is. Because as I said, I shot exactly where I was aiming. So that's where you want to be. So we need to make sure at what angle and which angle we're shooting at, it's going to be accurate all the time. So far, it's so good. Just as I said, take your time. So let's do it. Booyah. Let's see if we are going to be so precise that we're actually going to hit my other arrow, because I've always been wanting to do that, or it's been so precise that I actually hit the arrow that I just shot. So let's see. Wasn't on the arrow, but went aimed up just a little bit higher, a little bit, and actually got it. So it's actually right where I want it to be. So let's get into the tree stand this afternoon and see what's going to do. It's been fun making this video with y'all today. I just pray that if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and make sure, because we're going to be posting hunting videos, but we're also going to be getting that tree stand up that I've been telling y'all about. Tried to get it up that one day, but the weather and all that kind of stuff interfered with it. But we're going to get that thing up, because the more areas to hunt, the better your likability of getting something whenever you realize what their pattern is. Because being that it is a newer property, this is only my second year hunting on it, but still trying to learn their pattern. Going to be taking out the trail cameras today also, so just stay tuned for that next. So we'll see you in the tree stand, and we'll show you what's been coming by every time they come by the camera. So God bless y'all. See you in the next video.